So pelvic floor muscles are actually a living, breathing muscle, just like every other skeletal muscle I own. If I don't train them, they're not going to be efficient in what they do. So I have to treat them like any other muscle. If I do not train them, they'll atrophy in 3 to 5 days, just like my other muscles do if I don't train them. And I have to actually teach them what I want them to do. People ask me all the time, well, why are you talking about all the different muscles in the pelvic floor, and why can't I just do a Kegel? Well, you can't just do a Kegel because, first off, a true Kegel just means that you're stopping the flow of urine while you're actually sitting on the toilet and you're urinating. And we don't do that anymore. It mixes the brain up. The brain can't get the information it needs. So what are we doing now? We're actually teaching people to do contractions in the pelvic floor very specifically for what muscle we need to target. So if somebody has fecal leakage or has constipation issues, we go right back to the external anal sphincter and we teach it specifically by itself to do contractions, whether that's fast contractions, whether that's long sustained contractions. Technically, the external anal sphincter should be able to hold a contraction for 30 to 60 seconds to reset the rare reflex and to also have an efficient sampling reflex. What happens then if we look at the vaginal vault, the vaginal door should be able to close and lift all the layers of these tissues. So it's a cue that we use. Close the doors and lift up. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that different, from, the urethral sphincter compared to the anal sphincter? Because there's different muscles that do different things. And if we don't train all of them, then we're missing a piece of the puzzle. And people won't get better or they won't stabilize a region if they don't train all of them. Think about it now at the urethral sphincter. There's 3 specific muscles that actually close the urethra. We teach a person how to train each of those muscles specifically. Why? Because the brain takes a picture of muscles, proprioceptively wise, and actually says, oh, I forgot that muscle was there. Occasionally people will say to me too, well, why are you doing all this crazy internal work? Because some of these muscles are not accessible any other way except to actually do an internal examination and teach those muscles where they all are again and actually how to work.